by His grace. I came in His name. I am saved by His grace. 2,000 years ago He died on a cross so He could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took Him on a mountain top and offered Him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in His name. I am saved by His grace. Surrounded Himself with 12 good men. Disciples is what we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after He was gone, how He was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In His name we are saved, but only by His grace. I came in His name. I am saved by His grace. By His grace. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and then He blew in the clouds and moved them away. Heaven and earth He built, it took Him just 6 days. Took Him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. I said, cause you're a natural girl. Sent a letter to Capri's, they made a recipe for your eyes, and took the twinkles from the stars, place them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. I work for days and toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will floss to the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle, rose curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. So I send a message to my Father up above and tell Him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that He sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. I'll climb the walls, climb to the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I'll sing to all the people. Found this girl I love, the one from above. 'Cause she's a natural girl. see your name written in the stars. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Bink! Welcome, boys and girls. How y'all doing? Sorry I'm late. Uber dad had to ferry Horatio around. He's just got his own first place. Him and his girlfriend. He's grown up so fast. Where's my music window? Do 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 do. That's high. Post office clerks put up signs saying position closed. Secretaries turn off typewriters and put on their coats. Janitors padlock the gates for security guards to patrol. Bachelors phone up their friends for a drink while the married ones turn on a chat show. And they'll all be lonely tonight, lonely tomorrow. Gentlemen, time please, you know I can't serve anymore. Stop when there's nothing to go. And by 5 o'clock everything's dead. Every third car is a cab. And ignorant people sleep in their beds like the boat white mice in the college lab. And nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. The needle returns to the start of the song. We all sing along like before. And we'll all be lonely tonight and lonely tomorrow. Telephone exchanges click when nobody's there. Martians could land in the car park, no one would care. Closed circuit camera, easy for me to say. And the closed circuit cameras in department stores show the same movie every day. And the stars of these films never die nor get killed, they just survive action, constant action replays. Just like in real life. All these people mourning Jota, you gotta be kidding me. She's not dead. And nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. The needle returns to the start of the song. We all sing along like before. And we'll all be lonely tonight, lonely tomorrow. Billboard holdings advertised for the nobody needs. Keep missing that beat. While angry from Manchester writes to complain about all the repeats on TV. And computer terminals report the gains and values of copper and tin. American businessmen snap up and offs for the price of a hospital win. Nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. The needle returns to the start of the song. We all sing along like before. And nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. We'll wail down the city, no, it's at 6 o'clock. We'll all sing along like before. And we'll all be lonely tonight, lonely tomorrow. And we'll all be lonely tonight. Dimitri. I like the other one. What's the other one he sang? I can't for the life of me. I can't think what it was. No. Right, let's sing one for God and we'll get the show on the road. There you go. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. That's too high. I'm still in the fifth right here. Dead. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued lie, go and tell that midnight rider, until the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him the God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. I said tell him the God's gonna cut you down. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, I swear I hit the shuffle of an angel's feet. Called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued lie, go and tell that midnight rider, until the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him the God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. Tell him the God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. You can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow men. Sure as God made black and white, stone in the dark will be brought into the light. So run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. I said run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut, it's gonna cut you down. I said sooner or later gotta cut, he's gonna cut you down. Easy peasy. How you all doing? Have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. I'll be right back. Yeah. Hello, handsome. Gorgeous. My little sprocky spanny. Is he handsome? Is he gorgeous? Does he want a biscuit? Does he want a biscuit? Do you want one of them ones, or do you want one of them ones? Which one? You want one of them ones? You want meaty one? I love his face. So cute. Right, where are we? Are we sitting comfortably? Sorry I'm late. Yes, I was ferrying Horatio to his new place. Excuse me. Every day we look at the human skeleton. Today's no different because males have got bigger faces. Look, you can visually see the difference. Can you see the difference? I can see the difference. Why is my mouse not showing up on the screen? Oh, don't tell me I've changed something. What have I done there? Can you see that at home? I can't see it. Usually I can see it on the little screen, but I can't see it. I can see it. It's being touched because that little number comes up in the corner. I can't see the screen. Why is that not? I ain't changed anything. I don't know if you can see the mouse pointer. Can you see the mouse pointer moving here? Left, right, left, right. On the male. I'm on the male. Can you see that? Males have got bigger faces. It's a visual thing. Men have got rectangular shaped, far apart eyes. Women have got rounded, close set eyes. Men have got bigger noses, bigger teeth, wider dental arches and squarer jaws. In general, a man's head looks like a block, a square or a rectangle, and a woman's looks like an upside down egg head. Simple as. Excerpts of copyright material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news report, and teaching and research without the need for formal payment to a copyright holder.
to Noddy Older. We stopped right there on Adam Christopher, AC. You can't see the mouse pointer. Why? I haven't touched anything. Oh, I have upgraded. I updated. What do you call it? OBS. Where's the settings? So look, settings. I was going to say usually I can see it. Was it there last night? I don't even know if it was there last night. No one told me. Why is it... There we go. Hotkeys, audio, stream, video. No, not video. Accessibility, advanced. Stream delay, 20 seconds. That's not what I'm looking for. General, video. No. Stream delay, 20 seconds. Automatic reconnect, 2 seconds. Hotkeys. I can't remember where the mouse thing is. Stream. No, not stream. Parents. Theme. Yummy. What does that mean? Never seen that before. Yummy. General. Let's have a look in general. Oh, there we go. General. Stats. Highlight. Hide OBS. No. Output. No. Projectors. Multi-view. Enable portrait. No. Importers. That's it. That's all I can see. Right, 1 second. Cancel. This is going to annoy me. Why is it taken that away? OBS, how to show mouse pointer. 1 second. We'll Google it. If you haven't learned by now, Google it. How to show mouse pointer OBS. There we go. So if I'm using a cursor, blah, 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 I can see my cursor before and now I'm not able to. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm having, mate. What have I done? How to show cursor OBS. Press Windows key plus X. Click on control panel. No, I've already, that's just for Windows. Right, OBS. There we go.
Sir, I hope I can show that through my OBS. I don't know. Yes, I think it should work. First of all, we're going to go to the display capture. You may have to just pay attention to my words because you may not see that on the screen.
Step into the future with the latest Intel Core Ultra mobile processors for gaming. Whether you need desktop level performance or a
there now, you can see it now. Can you see it now? Did you say? Oh yeah, it is there now. There it is. That's all right. I don't have to change anything then. Good. Right. Thank you, Alpha. Adam Christopher. Right. Let me just post this stream and I'll be right back with you. G2G. Home. Live. Did you say? Pause. There we go. Copy that. Go to Twitter. Tweet that on Twitter. Paste. Pancho Pizza on man. Away it goes. Home. Home again. Is it posted? Why is the picture not there? That really annoys me when it doesn't do that. It looks like I haven't posted out. Right, okay. Father and son. Mother and daughter. Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, she was shaking at that show, wasn't she? Too many drugs, my dear. Right, we're done. Let's come back to class. Say hello to you all. Who was first in? It was... It's Kyle Shinobi. Hey Kyle, how you doing? Hey Luke, Alpha, Edmondson, Cable, Trini, and that's it. Welcome to the show. How you all doing? Hope you had a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat plane. We stopped here on AC, Antichrist, Adam Christopher, 2 first names, McGeechan, son of, who writes under the name Adam Christopher. He writes, what is he? Oh, he's a novelist. Right. Yeah, there's no pictures. We're leaving. Yeah. It's not famous. It's absolutely nobody. This boy, this copper's more famous. Is that the only picture of him? Soft eyes, small face, no chin, no Adam's apple. Leaving. See you later. Next, Heinz Ruhmann, son of Mancode, born in Essen, Germany, 1902. You're taking me back now, but look, no brow bone, just push forward eyes, and I can see nearly all of the eyeball. I mentioned this yesterday. With a man's, eyes are just sealed up so much more. Very rare you see the whole eyeball like that. Images. Hans Ruhmann, is that him there in that plane? That's definitely a bit of a mince there going on, wouldn't you say? That doesn't look straight to me, even though I can't see the bottom. That actually might be him, you know. He's flying planes, look. It is him, yeah. It's a shame his feet are in that picture. It's a perfect full mince. It's a woman, final answer. I want a decent face pick. I don't even know if he's going to have gates. Look how rounded those eye sockets are. He reminds me of the guy out of Pawn Stars, Rick. Is it Rick I'm thinking of? I know he's bald, but it's the eyes. Right, let's see if we can get his gate first. I'm not even going to bother looking for the face. We'll look for the gate first. 1902. Chances are going to be a rare thing. Oh, that might have been him there, though. Right there. It is. From Flamingo. It's not the best shot. It's a shame it's not that one. I was looking at the pecs. No strength there. Hello Ryan, how are you doing? Many blessings. I don't think partial flamingo there. What's this? See, I've got a problem with that one there. I've got a problem with that one there. 2 in the background showing female gates. But it's a film set, my bad. I thought it was real life. He's a big German boy. Tell me, which one of these has got the short sloping forehead? Look, it goes vertical up to his lips and then curves backwards. So much more head there than there is there, look. Because this one's got a bigger face. Deeper set eyes. Is that Bob Hope? It is Bob Hope. I don't think we're going to get him here. I'm out of pictures. I've got one flamingo, I think, out walking. Please tell me that's you on the left there. I do believe it is. From Flamingo. Almost a full mince. Almost a full mince. But it is a female flamingo. That's 2 flamingos. What's that one? Oh, that's a full mince if that's you. I don't think it is, though. Bald as a coot. It could be a film set again, right? Probably is. That might be him with bald head. I don't think it is, though. I think it's that person there. And I'm out of pics. 2 gates. I didn't get a full mince. Well, I kind of did on the... Strange. How come your wife's bigger than you? There he is. Right there. And there's another one here, but that's the one I think's got him. Oh, and it does. The tightrope walking man. You've got straight legs and big feet. All four of them do. That one kind of looks female though, the way the foot's twisted out. I can't really tell. Neck looks long though. That's not you there, is it? No, who is that? Romy Schneider in Venice. Houston. Psst. We have a problem. I don't know who Romy Schneider is, but there's a problem. Let's go back. I think he reminds me of that little actor, that modern day actor. Is it Timothy someone? I can't remember his name. English actor. Been in loads of films. What was the other one? Where was the other one? Let's have a look. There. Oh, gutted. The other one's better. Right, we'll take the 3 gates. Severed image. I don't want that one. We'll take that one from Flamingo. It looks a bit like Rory, what's his name? The ventriloquist, not the ventriloquist, the impressionist. Looks like Rory. Yeah, we'll take that Flamingo as well. Face. That one's not bad. It's tilted back though. Look at the lip. How long that top lip is. Quite like that one actually. It's a shame to get images in the way. It's so messed up, isn't it? There's the woman's face, look, the eggy, pudgy face, and there's the shadow casting jawbone of a man with a lion smile. Do you know what? I quite like that picture. I'm going to take that as your 50-50 and skull check whoever your husband is. We're done. Next. Oh, Lionel Richie. Oh, she's gone through the machine. Vink. Oh, that's it. Lovely. Give us some requests. I know you've got some. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Have I not done Emerson, Lake and Son of Man Code? Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Why is that not coming up? It should come up. Why doesn't it come up? Emerson, Lake and Palmer. You know what I'm looking for? There it is. Supergroup. Don Cheadle. I think we've done Don Cheadle. Yeah, Don Cheadle's definitely on the list. Bozida Alec. Bozida Alec. Alec. There it is. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Luca Nizetic. Luca Nizetic. That's the one. Luca Nizetic. Mark Lavoine. Mark Lavoine. Mark Lavoine. That's not coming up. Mark Levine. Still not coming up. I don't know what you want. It's not happening, whatever it is. Next. Doris Dragovic. Doris Dragovic. Has he got fiery wings on his back? Looks like he has. Romy Schneider. Romy Schneider. I don't know how you spell it. There it is. Oh, he's definitely got cheekbones, hasn't he? Where are we now? Where are we next? Slavko Sobin. Slavko Slobin. Slavko Slobin. Next. That's a long-faced woman. Marijana Batnik. Marijana Batnik. That's the one. She's got big teeth. Petra, Nizetic. Petra Nizetic. Why is that not coming? Oh. Nizetic. Petra Nizetic. Next. Chris Rock. Humorous USA. Are you kidding me? As in, slapped by... Yeah, we've done that one. You're kidding me. Chris Rock's on the list. Next. Mark Lavoine. Mark Lavoine. That one it found. That one exists. Right, where are we next? Demir Scaro. Demir Scaro. A boxer. Close to eyes. Harold Salvage. Harold Salvage. Can't be right. Salvage. It's not coming up. Harold Salvage. Harold Salvage. Harold Salvage was a subject iconic Australian photo photographer. He doesn't have a write-up. I'll leave it up. Let's see. It found something now. Where are we? Richard Pryor. Been done. Tay Diggs. That one I don't know. Tay Diggs. I think we've done that one as well, you know. Hang on, let me open up my back part. I just want to have a look at my Richard Pryor and make sure it's alright. It should be, because I looked at it the other day. I'm sure I did. Oh my gosh, why has it put all that in there? Yeah. Pryor. Search. I've definitely done him now. I just don't know what the meme looks like. Where are we? Next. Brian Epstein statue in Liverpool. Brian Epstein, English entrepreneur. Isn't he the Beatles manager? Haven't we done Epstein? I'm sure we've done him. Sonny Cartel. Sonny Cartel. I found that one. Big chin. Beverly Adaezy. Beverly Adaezy. A daisy. It's got no write up. Next. Celeste Natuli. Celeste Natuli. Shoulders on that. Look at the size. It's a big one. Jasna Zlokic. Jasna Zlokic. There it is. It looks like the Nolans. Oh, I've just shut that. What a prat. Second. Oh, we can open it again straight away. There we go. New one. New one. Where are we now? Jasmine Zlokic. Elsa Majambo. Elsa Majambo. Please find it. Oh, there it is. Majimbo. He might be a gym though. Hold that one. Moj Mira. Oh my gosh. Moj Mira Josetic. Was it? I don't know. What was it? Pastoric. Sorry. Pastoric. Oh, I found it. He's got big arms. Look at the size of that forearm. Next. Anne Can See Me. Anne Can See Me. Ugandan entertainer. What is that about? Oh, that's not one-eyed symbol, is it? If that's not a pedo swell, I don't know what is. Is that it? Right. Oh, no. Henry Ian Cusick. Henry Ian Cusick. Long face. Celeste Van Dien. Celeste Van Dien. That's the one. Ariel Pink. Ariel Pink. It's not finding anything. Ariel Pink. Oh, there we go. I've never heard of this person. Ariel Pink. Are they famous? Well, they got to be, haven't they? They got a page. Final answer. That's Kurt Cobain's face. All day long. Christian Meyer. Christian Meyer. Peruvian actor. Eyes too close together. Rubber dubber dub. Magali Solier. Magali Solier. Another Peruvian. Georgie Aravanea. Georgie Arantes. Aragao. Aravania. Oh, it's not coming up. Aravania. There it is. Woman. Final answer. It's on the eyes alone. Before it, I wouldn't have even noticed. I really wouldn't. It would just, I'd have been oblivious. Jenny Gago. Jenny Gago. Gago. There it is. That's a big set of gnashes. It reminds me of a rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Tonight. Right, that'll do us. We'll take those 20 odd. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer up first. I could have sworn I'd done these. Is that them now? Long face, long face. This one's wider in the face, but the eyes are still too close together. Look, face is too small. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Do you know what? Let me do it individually. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Members. There we go. Keith Emerson, KE, Territory Father. Open. Greg Lake. Open. And Carl Palmer. The Palmers, eh? Let's close that. And we'll start with Keith Emerson from the Son of Man Code. He looks like, I swear I've done this one. Have I done Keith Emerson? Emerson. I'm just going to check the back file. Richard Pryor. Do you know what? Richard Pryor could do with an update. Emerson. Emerson. If it's there, it'll find it. Let's add Richard Pryor. It could do with an update. Richard Pryor. She's so easy to see. She really is. And Eddie Murphy. He looks like Francis Rossi out of Status Quo. Two Emersons coming up. Oh. They've disappeared. Why did they disappear? Emerson. Oh, it's only one M. Wait. Emerson, search again. In fact, oh no, I'll leave it. Right, Emerson. Eyes are too close, teeth are too small. Subcutaneous layers of fat. There's no jaw. I can see a back cave in the neck there. Mario Persona. Mario Persona. It's not coming up. Oh, it came up there. YouTuber. I find it highly unlikely. You know the rules. Blaze. Much. Oh my gosh. Blaze. What is it? Metri. That's the one. Next. No, you're too late, Edmondson. We're done request, Edmondson, you divvy. Nay Matagrosso. Nay Matagrosso. That's an egg. Oh my gosh. Will Benchimol. Oh my gosh. There we go. Right. Back to this one. Oh yeah, back file. Keith Emerson. Oh, we've got something. Emerson Palmieri and Michael Emerson, but no Keith Emerson. That means there's no gates. There's going to be no gates. Let's go back. Walking. Yeah, I've already looked at Emerson, Lake and Palmer. There's no gates. It's going to be the same for all of them. If Keith Emerson's got no gates, then none of them will have it. He's the lead singer, right? Who's this? It's definitely a woman. Emerson, Lake, Palmer, and Greg Lake. I don't know who that is, but it's a massive flamingo. But that's it. It's the wrong person. We're looking for this person. Let's try street real quickly. I don't think we're going to get these. I've already looked. I know I have. Back in the early days. There's nothing there. Emerson, I can't do anything with that one. Next. Greg Lake, images. This one had the wider face, didn't she? Oh well, the wider skull, not the wider face. The face is still smaller. This one's still got a bigger face. We'll just go straight to walking because it's not going to happen. If I couldn't find Emerson, I ain't finding the others. Who's this though? That's Ronaldo. Greg Lake, Geordie Shore, wrong era. That one might be him though. From Flamingo, that's quite a diamond in there. Tiny feet, look. It's a shame that's not a full mince. And that's it. That's the one gate for this person. Ay. I'll try street. Let's see if we can get him that way. I don't think we're going to. No. Your face caught my it caught my attention with that dial M for Masons. Let's go back. Yeah, there's nothing on this one either. We're done. Next. Carl Palmer. See if you've got any gates, Carl. He's the drummer. We've got no chance. He's the drummer. If we couldn't find a lead singer, we don't stand a chance. And we don't. There's no gates for the drummer. They're all women. They're a female band, but there's nothing for me to go off. There's nothing I can do. Don Cheadle, I swear this one's on the list. Egghead, back, search, paste. That's it, searches, Andre Estevez. Don Cheadle, definitely an egghead. No doubts in my mind. Look how rounded those eye sockets are. John Lennon glasses fit straight in. Small dentures. Tiny, high set ears. Nowhere near the bottom top lips lot. And a 5-head, of course. Don Cheadle, perfect egghead. I've already done this one. Come on, find it so I can move on. Walking. And right there, game over. See you later, Don. Female Bigfoot. There's your full mints. Slightly off the cock, but who cares? There's a flamingo with diamond and Jimmy Kimmel's alleyway. You know I love Jimmy Kimmel's alley. Inline footfall. Where's my full mints? There it is. Game over. See you later. Don Cheadle, and there it is. See you later. Next, Bozidar Alik. Images. I'm seeing a little bit of Ray Winston, especially in that one. Alley up. Alley up. Don't then. Is that a gate? That is a gate, and it's from Flamingo, the husband with the big feet, straight legs, knees together. Shame that's not a full mince. That is a wedding day mince as well. Wedding day flamingo. Or is it a film set? Might be a film set. Either way, he's doing a flamingo. It's a nice gate. I'd like your mince though. That's Terry. Is it Terry Christian? No, it's not. It looks like Terry Christian. Same dial M for Masons. The egghead of a woman. Rounded eye sockets look. Small, high set ears. Tiny mouth. We're doomed. We are. We're doomed. The old place is gone to pot. That's the only gate. Brilliant. Oh my gosh. Street. Yeah, nothing. Oh, let me put that there. There we go. No, it's still same picture. I've got one gate. It's not a bad one though. Do you know what? I will take it. Face. I guess that one will do. It's a bit big. Is that him when he was younger? I don't know if that's him when he was younger. Gutted. Right, let's find another one. There's one, but it's too small. There's one, but it's tilted. Oh. We'll go on to the next one. Luka Nizetic, Croatian singer. Femboy, FTM. Soft eyes, pink lips, Cupid's bow, tiny ears, flat forehead. He's got a little bit of a Adam's raisin going on. But the clavicles are tiny, look. The shoulders are too small and sloping. Is that him with his top off? It is. Covered in tattoos so you can't see his wonky nips. Let's go back again. Is that the same picture? It is. Oh, that one. That's more 50-50. I'll take that as your 50-50. Let's go gate shopping with Luca. Is it Luca? Yeah, Luca. Oh, he reminds me of Matt in there. The twins. What does Batcave in the neck mean? It means there's a big hole where they either put in an Adam's apple or took out an Adam's apple. A Batcave, bigger hole in the neck. Space for a bat to fly out of. Oh, Houston, we've got a problem. Look at the difference in these faces. The big boy face and a long, squashed woman's face. Is that him? Luca Nazetic. I think that might be him. Not sure. Gates. Tell me you're associated with the devil without telling the rest of the world that you're a devil worshipping Satanist. Let's go back. Oh, that's quite the curve you've got there. Right in there. Oh, one gate, and it's not very good. From Flamingo, there's a diamond there. From Flamingo, there's another one there. What's that? Oh, that one's beautiful, and you've cut his legs off. That's a lovely flamingo foot. From Full Mints, gutted. Well, we've got two. Let's keep going. If you change your mind, I'll be first in line. Take a chance on me. Baby, I'm still free. Oh, MK Ultra Sex Kitten programming clothes. Let's go back again. Here's nothing else. Give me a full mince. Come on, Luca, don't be like this. That's a nice one if your legs are there. It is. And that's a nice one. Shame your leg. Oh, your legs are there. That's not bad either. Two full minces, both at the wrong angles though. Oh, stair fail. Game over. Absolute game over. When descending stairs or knees separate. Game over. Who broke your leg, mate? Zig and Zag. I like to move it, move it. He likes to move it, move it. There's another one there. If that's him. Is that him? I don't know if that's him. It is him, innit? It looks like him. I think it is. Tattoos, yeah, butterfly tattoo, yeah, that's him. What's that one as well? Game over, 5 gates. We got this one. Luca Nazetic fails forensics. Save image. Save image. Save image. Save image. And one more puts you on the crap list. That one will do nicely. It looks like Wayne Rooney there. Next. Oh, I don't need that one. I quite like that one actually. We'll take it as well. We'll take a 6. And I just need your face, Luca. Did I choose one? I did choose one, didn't I? Where is it? That's the one. I like that. I like that one more. I'll take that one. Save image, and we're done. Luca Nazetic fails forensics. Thanks for playing CSI. Next. I don't know if Batcave will come up under my search bar. Brad Pitt Flamingo. Batcave. Batcave. Yeah. Oh. That one was definitely a Batcave picture. There it is. Right there. A Batcave and a neck look. A huge inverted dimple. Is there not any more? Yeah, that's it. That's anyone. It's going to show. Right, let's go back. Doris Dragovich. Well, the clue's in the name. They're putting drag in his name for crying out loud. Dorothea. Is that how you say it? Dorothea? I don't know how you say it. Budimir, better known as Doris Dragovich. Simply Doris is a Croatian singer. Won the Eurovision Song Contest, did he really? Images. Is that him on the Euro? He's got quite a neck on him, hasn't he? That is quite some length on that chinny chin to neck. He reminds me of that's some distance in his eyes. Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, I think I'm thinking of. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Or someone else maybe, I don't know. Kate Bush. Right, let's have a look at your arm. That's some length right there. Look at this cheekbone sticking out there. Look, you see it better on this side. You got the low set here in line with the lip look. Yeah, I don't want that picture though. That one's better. It's a man. Final answer. Blurred. I'm tempted by that one. We'll go with that one. Oh no, we're taking that one. Is that him? Doris. It is, isn't it? That is him, isn't it? Big man face, square cheekbones, deep set eyes, massive smile. Sex kitten programming. We'll take that as your 50-50. And we'll see if you got any gates, Doris. Wuthering. Kathy, it's me. Mum used to play that. Torture us. I've come home now. Whoa. I can't sing because I'm not Kate Bush. Jungle Surfer said Kate Bush was a woman. Bullshit. I've been doing this for yonks. I can't find a natural woman. I can't find a natural man. If I could, I'd show you them. I can only find them in the real world. Look how close together those eyes are. And this one, look at that. And you got old bright eyes burning like fire. We're going to need your gates, Doris. And Doris is being stiff with her. Oh, I drank my tea. I didn't drink my tea. Dang it, it's cold. Is that you there? It is, but I can't see it. It's blurred. You can see your knee punching forward though. Look at those man arms here. Look at those man. Give me a break. Taking that picture, Luke. Macho man. I wanna be your macho man. Size of those man hands. But she had man hands. Big, veiny arms and knuckles. Look at them meatballs. Dude, final answer. Let's go back one. Want your face? Doris. Hey, Doris. He's got no gates. Gutted. I like the last picture though. It was worth coming just for the last picture. Do you know what? I was watching. I wonder if it'll come up on my stream real quick. I can't remember who it was under. Was it under Flat Earth Library? I hope it shows. Let's go back up because I've already looked through this, haven't I? Oh no, that was. Oh no, that's the Batcave one. Home. Of a model. What, like Kim Kardashian's a model? What's that? Water on Mars? Oh, this. Where is it? This one's really getting
Now,
me.
my video that I posted yesterday has 2.6 million views. Thank you.
This guy's from the gay community, and he wants it just to be LGB. And I quite liked the things he was saying. I
Did
gotta
not
say.
know that was gonna resonate so much with people. It's been on my mind for a minute, and yesterday it was just like, do it, go for it. And then to wake up this morning and it has 2 million views. I just checked it now, 2.6 million views. Like, what? I find that hilarious because most of my videos I take my time.
He rushed it out. This one, he was on the X Factor.
Now I'm partly doing this to wash your blood off my hands. Because God saved my life.
God saved her life. You're not even a man, mate. Aidan Childs, right? Got the name Aitlin Childs. Got the name Childs in his name. Mind you, I do know a Childs. I know two Childses. Twins. But this one's a woman speaking out. And this is where people get the idea that they're all good. That not all bad. I can't tell you if any of them are good. I can tell you that they've all done bad. And so have we all. But we haven't done bad like they've done. Okay? If it's the case that some of them are good people, God will let it be known. There'll be evidence that they're good people. Evidence that they tried to stop this from happening. Evidence that they didn't want it to happen. That they fought back. But it'll be in God's court. Aitlin Childs is a woman. Ancient dragons. Oh, dragons. They're mentioned all through time, like the giants and that, right? Flat Earth. Where is it? Man nips. Yeah, I agree with this. Sunscreen. Nobody. My mum used to put chip fat on us, so we'd go browner and crispier. Baby oil on us. Surely that's AI. This video is, generated using AI. Sharon Osbourne looks alright. Mind you, Ozzy looks alright state. Look at the old grandma. She can't even sit still anymore.
Kelly. Will you marry me?
Oh, Kelly Osbourne's having a ring put on. These two, I think they look at those coffee bean, froggy eyes, no brow bone, high set ears, flat forehead. It's not. I see two women, double flip flops. Women turned into men, back to women, pair of them. No gates on those two bitches though. Did she just choke a boyfriend out?
Are you alright? Your head hit the...
Dang it. Flat Earth Library. See if we can find it that way. Flat Earth Library. I'd seen quite a few of the other clips I'm about to show you, but the one that got me was George Bush Sr. Because he was in the 90s. How did I miss that? I never even saw it. Mind you, I didn't see any of the other clips. I mean, if you want to argue that you live on a ball, you're off your tits. Just look at this river here. Just, and there, look at this one. Just unbelievable. Just, it's as flat as a pancake. And my favourite part is, for all you nut job astrologers, where are the stars? Show me them. Where are the stars? If stars and space exist, where are the stars? You can only see the stars when you're on Earth. As soon as you get 6 miles up on Mount Everest, the sky goes like that. Just blackness. No stars. Just the sun and moon. You gotta answer these questions. You know? I know that I can't see a million miles. I can't even see 250,000 miles. I can't even see miles. That means the sun and the moon has to be within 1,000 miles of Earth, doesn't it? If this is only, 20 miles up. This is only 20 miles up off the Earth. Look how much of the Earth you can see. And how much you can't see, look. Because even at this range, whatever this camera is, and it's got a further zoom than my eye has, it cannot see any further than that. Do you know why? Because the camera's got a vanishing point. There's a certain point on a camera zoom where it can't see any further. And there's a certain point on your eye when you can't see any bit further. It's called your field of vision, your range of view. The vanishing point. The Earth is not a globe. Yeah, I've seen one with shoes like that. Where's this thing with George Bush? Jeranism. Liar. It's not coming up. Flat Earth, George Bush. See if that'll find it. Flat Earth. Bush. It might not have been Flat Earth Library that posted it. This was one of the first Flat Earth videos I saw. You know, the balloons.
Horizons rise to
Whatever the sun is, it's not a burning ball of fire, that's for sure. Shut that tune off so I can't get copyrighted. it's so plain to see, isn't it? And again, the Kármán line, whatever it is, a barrier, a force field, an electromagnetic shield, whatever the firmament is, they can't get through it, and it starts at 60 miles. All their rockets peter out before then. It is that one of the rockets meant to be hitting the dome, and I don't think it is. I think, like Jimbo said, it was the parachutes opening as it started its descent back. See? Whack! How far is it?
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
Right, so that's the magnification on this zoom. You couldn't see them, and when he zoomed in, you could see them. But look how blurred and heat wavy it is compared to something that's closer to you. See, you're reaching the field of vision of this camera. The camera can zoom in further than your eye can, yes, but it still has a set parameter of miles that it can see. And I'm telling you now, your eye certainly cannot see 250,000 miles. There isn't a camera in the world that can see 1,000 miles. They wish they had them. Actually, there's one with a P900. Is it the P900? Infrared. P900 infrared. Images. Oh, where's that guy who did it? P900. All right, infrared. Flat Earth. Now, this one, he took a picture from an airplane, as if I cannot find the pictures, as if it's not showing me them. Anytime you see this bollocks, debunking flat earth, misconceptions, idiots. There isn't one of his pictures. I can't believe there's none of his pictures here with the infrared. Let me put NVG and see if that works. NVG. And it's still not showing it. He's on a plane with one of these P900s, but discontinued. I've got one. I've still got one. He converted the camera's lens to infrared. So it was black and white, but it could see clearer and further. And he went up on one of these planes. And I do believe he was looking at mountains 1,000 miles away. But he was at, I don't know, he was at 6 miles in height. He was 35,000 feet high. So he could see further. But from where he was in middle America, or low America, Florida, Texas, he could see right across the states. He could see the Rockies, and then he could see the Canadian Rockies, or whatever you call them, Canadian mountains. He could see them as well, and they were the furthest thing. But on the even on the night vision P900, it was just a tiny speck of white in the distance, the snow on top of the mountains that he could see. I can't find any of his pictures. This video used to exist, and it doesn't exist anymore, where the moon rolls upwards. It becomes smaller and thinner at the bottom. It looks like, you know when you roll a blind up, it looks like the moon's rolling up inside itself. That video went missing as well. But I do believe when you're looking at pictures like this, as far as the camera can see, a wide-angled lens, it's 500 miles across. That's 500 miles of the Earth there. 1/16 of the Earth, I think. I don't know, something like that. But the distance from here to here is less because it loses vision at a certain point, right? It might be 500 miles, I don't know. But that's what it looks like everywhere. Thing that gets me, right, especially these pilots in the Concorde and stuff who went, because Concorde flew twice the normal height of any plane. 12 miles high. The pilots must have seen this as they were flying 3,000 miles, 6 of these across to America and then back, and they could do it in 2 hours in Concorde. A 2-hour flight, 3,000 miles, and they didn't dip the nose. Those pilots must know. The pilots must know. There's the real Earth, and there's NASA's version of it. And again, no stars, just the sun or moon. As if I can't find that picture. Zooming in makes the camera's field of view narrower, yeah? And in effect magnifies the blah, blah, blah. Right, if the Earth's curving, I shouldn't be able to see the boat at all, you div. Look at this. That's the only way they can show us it. Have you ever seen an ocean doing that? You gotta be kidding me. Show me that. Show me, send me a picture of bendy water. Don't draw it like this. I want to see a picture of a bendy ocean. Bendy water. That's what I've been looking for. 12 years I've been looking for it. All they can show me is cartoons of it. I can show you horizon pictures. The word horizon comes from horizontal, horizon, sea will do. And there you go. It's the end of the story. It's the end of the story. That looks just like the picture from space. Flat as a pancake. Parallel lines. The ocean doesn't bend. It's flat. Water's level. Sea level. If the Earth was a ball, it should be going down and away from me. It cannot rise up to eye level. It can only be going down in every direction. It would look like that. It makes me laugh so much. And there are educated men out there who think they're so smart and so pompous. Yes, water bends. Does it really? Can you show me a picture of it? Here's a picture from NASA. No. Can you show me a picture of bendy water? Helicopter pilot, when you go up in your helicopter, you said you live on a ball, and I was wrong. Why can you not set me up in your helicopter and show me the flat Earth? I mean, the ball Earth. Why can you not show me the ball Earth? Why? There's got to be a reason why, when you take off on your helicopter, that you cannot show me water curving downwards like that. Sideways. Water just sticks to a ball. You're full of shite. You're full of shite. It's so obvious that the world's flat, that water's level. Whatever it looks like, and I don't know how big it is, I don't know how many extra continents there are. But if you think for 1 second that Diogo Jota, is it Diogo Jota? Diogo, Mali if you're watching. Diogo Jota, footballer, and his sister, the girls Mali, your Liverpool player here, sobbing for this fanny that isn't even dead. Crash. All they have to do is show you a bumper. There's his bumper. It's the same colour car. It's got to be his. And then they show you that. He's not alive. He's dead. He's brown bread. I'm telling you now, if that was a real crash, nothing would have survived, would it? But in reality, all they got to do is smash up a car and take pictures of it and tell you that she's dead. And everybody's in sorrow. Everybody's sad. Diogo Jota accident video, car crash site where Portuguese forward died in Spain. It's nonsense. They don't die. The character is sacrificed. They're not actually sacrificed. Let me get this out there to all you people who say to me, is sacrificed. They weren't sacrificed. The character, the actor known as Diogo Jota, gave up her role on the world stage. She's now sipping. I'll put your money on it. I'll bet you a testicle on it. She is sat on a beach next to Tupac Shakur, Bruce Lee and Michael Jackson, and they're all laughing at us. R.I.P. They're all sad. Poor old Diogo. Poor old. I don't feel sorry for none of them because it's bullshit, right? If Ian Huntley is a bitch, and she is. This one's from my hometown. Ian Huntley, his girlfriend Maxine, who used to live near me, and I said she was an ugly bitch when I lived there. That one. I saw this one daily for a few months when it lived near me. It's an actor. They're both actors. Let's get this right. They're not murderers. They're both actors. And this one with a big blockhead, this man right here with the square shoulders, this one walked past me many days, and I thought to myself, it wasn't the fact that he was ginger, it was just the fact that he was ugly that I noticed all the time. I don't know if I ever saw Ian Huntley, I've got to be honest with you, but if he was in the square, this one had to be nearby for sure, right? So, when I look at the cases that have been presented, this is just my local case, the Soham murders. They're from Grimsby, so it's a local case to me. Well, it didn't happen in Grimsby, but if you look at a picture of Ian Huntley, especially when she was younger, she's a lesbian. She's an absolute lesbian. And these two, the victims, well, they're both dudes, right? Because we're long past. These people are grown up now, whoever they are now. They're not dead. Whoever they are now. Well, do you know what I think they do with these children that they take, like JonBenet Ramsey? I think they do make them famous. Like Katy Perry really could be JonBenet Ramsey. Really. Rubbing it right in your face. That they take these fake children. They're not real girls. They're a pair of boys pretending to be girls. And then when they grow up, they can turn them into someone famous. Put them right back in your face. And nobody realises it's Holly and Jessica. Or Ben Needham. Or whoever it is. Because it's all made up. This person's from my hometown. I got a love bite off one of these. Not Ian Huntley, but one of them. An MTF called Amanda. I got a love bite off him in Grimsby. These two also grew up alongside me in Grimsby. As I said, this one lived near me for a while, and I saw it for a while and thought it was ugly for a while. What it does is it sows a seed in normal people's minds. People who lived in Comber Place, where I used to live, would have seen this story and gone, I lived near this person, and this person was, oh, you would never have guessed. And they sow that seed of truth into a lie. Oh, I went to school with it. Like when someone turns around to me and says, Amanda is definitely a girl, I went to school with her. So did I. I went to school with her. I used to think she was a girl. I know she's a boy now because she married a girl. And I can prove that by the way she walks. Her wife. Not Amanda. Amanda walks like a bloke. I know he does because he's got cock and balls. And the same here. This one's got cock and balls. This one's got ovaries. This is Ian Huntley's son, I take it, with a big long neck and the broad shoulders. Yeah, Ian Huntley's son. Got quite beefy forearms there for a woman, flat-chested, long-necked, far apart eyes. I see brow bone kicking in the corner. But Mummy hasn't got any of those features. She's got a much smaller face, tiny ears. It's all lies. Everything in this world is lies. I've covered Ian Huntley. Let me see if I can bring up his gate. If it's still there, I don't know. It might be without the E. Oh no, there it is. It took me 3 days to find that picture. 3 days of searching, and the only reason I went through it is because these people are from my hometown. It's my duty to show people from my own town that this is all a lie. Ian Huntley in Flamingo Fort, Maxine Carr, full straight-legged man, space between his legs, broad shoulders. Look how far down that elbow comes compared to Ian Huntley's, which are out and akimbo. And there it is. There's your shoulder tilt, your hip twist, and a full mince. This is a man, number 9. Maxine's a man, Ian's a woman. The chances of these two killing anyone is remote because the two people involved are flip-flops. That means the victims are also flip-flops. That means there was no crime. There is no victim. It's a made-up story. There's Ian Huntley as a young girl. Look at it. It looks like a lesbian. Short, narrow, sloping shoulders. No Adam's apple. Sloping jawline. Soft eyes. High set ears. And widest in the hairline. It's a woman. All that. She literally looks like a young lesbian there. But, you know, if you want to believe what the papers tell you, that's your prerogative. It's not mine. But I'll tell you now, because I understand how deep this rabbit hole is, and it's the biggest one of them all. I don't care what anyone says. Flat Earth doesn't hold a torch to this topic. Nothing does. This topic outweighs them all. It's the heavyweight of them all. That's why. It takes the most articulation of your brain to understand what's going on. And when you do, you start to realise that none of these murders existed. These two little boys pretending to be girls are going to go on to fame and fortune, I'm sure. They'll change them a bit and make stars out of them and mock us all again, you know. Ian Huntley, everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. I can't stand this place. I really can't. Earth is flat. It's not a ball, because water would fall off it. And it's not concave, because water would fill it up. Half of the world would be underwater if it was concave. It's a flat earth. Everything else is satanic and demonic. I don't know what shape it is. I know it's flat, but I don't know what the shape of it is. Bible says there's a dome over us, which would give us a circle. It says the circle of the earth and a dome. That gives me an eyeball shape, like an eyeball. This being the eyeball with the retina and the water of the eye, and an eye lens would be the firmament. The way that Enter the Stars explains it. Yeah, it's just like that, like a contact lens, like a CD. Here's another flip-flop. Close set eyes, flat forehead, high set ears, small mouth, sloping rounded jaw. Talks like this, talks like an hairdresser. Got one of them alien voices. Ranty, flat earther, ranty. Well, if you just move the T in ranty to the front of the word, what word do you get? I love God. God makes it simple to see. Ranty. They all came on when I first discovered this and called Patricia out. And because I had a lot of attention in Flat Earth, a lot of the Flat Earthers started saying Patricia was a man. And they did this show where three of them come on, Karen B, Tranty, and whoever the other one was, all saying Poncho's lying. Well, actually, they didn't say it was me. They blamed it on Pete Shea. Pete Shea, you got Shea in your name. They blamed it on Pete Shea rather than me. They were talking about me all the way through it, but they blamed it on Pete, the other Pete, not this one. Because if you, everybody then would go to Pete's channel, not this Pete, and find out the truth about the people who were making the video. The truth is, it's all of them. And they're not nice people. These are not nice people. Antonio was nice to me, I'll give you that. Antonio was nice to me. But Antonio didn't tell me the truth. He told me some of the truth. She told me some of the truth. Same with this one. What did they call him? Martin. Another one, 3 Martins. The Flat Earth Cosmic Egg. We're living in FTMville. Close set, beautiful eyes. And then you've got the opposition lot. Simon Tran. Rounded eye sockets. Long face. No jawline. Danielle, where's your jaw at, darling? I can't see no curvature. Oh, I can. It's on your chin instead of being on the earth. If you was a man, you'd have a flat jaw like mine. The earth's flat like my jaw. Unlike yours, Danielle. And we've already got your gates. It took me a few days to get them. But you was worth tracking down. I've covered nearly all of them. The Flat Earthers, the Globe Earthers. It bores me. That's why I left Flat Earth. It's full of tossers. It is. I'm a flat earther. Yeah, I used to be a flat earther until I found out all the people that taught me to flat earth are flip-flops. What are flip-flops? Well, they're inverted. The women pretending to be men, look. That's a flip-flop right there. Woman pretending to be a man. So what are the chances of a woman who's pretending to be a man giving you the truth about the shape of the earth? It can also be said for the flat earthers. But they always have to tell you the truth somewhere. It's up to you to discern it. It's up to you to discern that God exists. Not the Bible telling you that God exists. It's up to you to recognize his glory all around you. From the cultures in the world, from the people in the world, from the animals that he created, from the foods and the herbs and the spices and the smells and the colours that he set for your eyes, palate and ears to listen to. He regulated it all. And when he was finished, it was perfect. You have to understand this subject for yourself. If you haven't worked out that the earth's flat, oh, you're way behind. You catch up. Please catch up. Catch up as quick as you can. The flat earth doesn't take that long to understand. Especially nowadays, because we've broke all the lies. You know, there are two facts that they can't show you. That the earth is spinning. That's the first thing I realised. I'm not spinning. And then I saw water level. There's no such thing as bendy water. They're the two things you should ask for. Prove to me that the earth is spinning. They can't. All they've got is a pendulum. And they don't want to talk about the union at the top of the roof that connects the pendulum above it. They don't want to talk about the union. Just talk about the pendulum. Foucault's pendulum. You'd feel it. It's that simple. You can feel yourself in a car going round a roundabout. You can feel yourself on a roundabout being spun by your mum or dad when you was little. Someone picks you up and spins you round, you get dizzy. But the minute they stop the roundabout, stop driving the car or put you back down on earth, you're no longer dizzy. Because the earth is stationary. It really is that simple. Those two facts, I'm not spinning and bendy water, destroy your spinning ball earth. Water would roll off, and if it was spinning, water would fly off. Anything on the ball would also fly off if it was spinning. If it was stationary and water was on it, the water would roll off. We'd only be able to live on top of the ball, just there. Everybody packed into the North Pole. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, is standing on the side of a ball sideways. It's like Mount Everest without ropes. Good luck with that. Explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old. Go on, I dare you. Put it in layman's terms so a child can understand that. What is a woman? A woman, well, that's the opposite to a man. She gives birth. She's the divine feminine. She's got childbearing hips. She walks like a duck. Her arms stick out with little chicken wings, and she swaggers as she walks. That's a woman. She can give birth. The primary point of a woman is to give birth. Go forth and multiply. You can't without a woman. A man has to be involved as well, of course. That's the system that God put in place. The man donates and the woman incubates. And it's that simple. But stars are real. Don't talk shite, Edmilson. Where are the stars? If the stars are real, where are they, you mongchop? How long have you been here? I'm almost tempted to boot you, I really am. Stars are real. No, they're fucking not. Where are they? Tell me, Edmilson, where are your stars? If the stars are real, where are they? Show me, Edmilson. Show me stars. You can't. Right now, you're either trolling me or you're just being really stupid with me. There are no stars in space. Don't talk shite. The stars are not real. What do I see from the ground? An illusion. Obviously, it's an illusion, isn't it? How can it be anything else? They can't. If they can't show you the stars, why do you believe that stars exist? If they can't, All they can show you is a moon. That's it. I'll tell you now, the moon is real, the sun is real. What are the lights I see from Earth? I don't know. Reflections. It could be a disco ball. Reflections. It could be sonoluminescence, sound inside water. It could be a million things. But what it isn't is real stars. Because when I get up in a balloon like this, there are no stars, Edmilson. How can the stars be real? The moon's real. The sun's real. But the minute I get to space, there are no stars. How can the stars be real? What's CGI? You think all of this is CGI? Are you really are fucking trolling me right now, aren't you? Videos, flat earth, balloon. And you're telling me in all your flat earth years you've never watched a flat earth balloon video? You're telling me in all this time that the flat earth's been out, you've never watched one of these videos where amateurs send up these cameras? That one will do. 1 minute.
It's a lovely thing to do, actually.
It is.
Now,
Since returned to Earth undamaged, they're now busy.
Where are the stars, Edmilson? Yeah, I know NASA's a CGI, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. They can't show you the stars in space. Which concurs with amateur balloon footage like this.
That's the one that streamed.
When they sent their balloon up.
That dark spot is the shadow of the moon on the Earth. It was one of the...
This is just students standing up a balloon. Where are the stars? How can the stars be real? How can you believe in them? I know the Bible says that God made stars for signs and seasons. And he named every single one of them. Did he do that though? Because I can't see stars in space, in sky, in heaven. I don't see them. They don't exist anywhere. This is why I can't stand astrology.
Amazon Prime Day is from the 8th to the 11th of July. 4 days of...
I'm a child of God. I don't believe in none of that shite. I don't even believe in stars, let alone Pisces, Aries, and all the rest of it. Where's my stars? I'm in space. Where's my stars? How do I explain it? Like a disco ball. They are fixed on the firmament. How do you know they're fixed on the firmament? Because the Bible said. But I don't believe the whole of the Bible. Let's get that started. Because God didn't see no gold. He said the gold was good. But I'll tell you what, there are no stars in space. There's a sun and a moon. Where are the stars, Edmilson? And I can show you dozens of these videos sent up by students and colleges. Not flat earthers. Not globe earthers. Just students. This is the most famous one I've ever seen. What's that? Instagram. No. Ever of the flat earth. This made me cry the first time I saw it. Literally, I wept online. Nobody heard me. I was sat there quietly crying. But when I saw that, I could see God. The minute I saw that, I could see God. But I'll tell you what I don't see in any one of these balloon footages where these people are at 23 miles high, the limit of balloons. And there's no stars at 23 miles. Even when they're not looking at the sun, and they look away from the sun and are looking at the moon, there are no stars in space. So it's not for me to explain. You've got to explain to me how they're fixed in the firmament. If I can't see them. If what you're telling me
The Hazleton Airport was the scene of a very unique...
If what you're telling me is the truth...
Benio Jr. and on his special...
Then where are the multitudes and millions upon billions of stars that they show us in all these pictures. You can't tell me the real if I can't see them. I can only see them from ground perspective, looking upwards. The minute I draw level with a star, the star vanishes. A 6 miles high is enough to vanish them. You cannot see stars on Mount Everest. We've been through this. Well, I can't agree that they exist. Where are they then? Explain to me as a flat earther, where are your stars, Edmundson? It's all right to say you can't agree with it. I can prove it to you that they don't exist, look. They don't exist. Because I'm up in space, look. So tell me, where are they fixed? And why can't I see them? It has to be an illusion, a perspective thing. Because they don't exist. I can show you dozens upon dozens of these videos from all around the world. Oh. No stars in space. No stars ever. A sun. Sometimes you'll see a moon.
Ich lass los.
3, 2.
Germans doing it. As soon as I get up there, where's your stars, Edmundson? You said they're fixed to the firmament. If they're fixed to the firmament, why can't I see them? The minute I get above Mount Everest, which is 6 miles, 29,000 feet high, the minute I get above Mount Everest height, which is cruising altitude of most planes, 30,000 to 35,000 feet above Mount Everest, you can't see the stars. You believe in stars. Do you believe in planets as well?
I took control, went solo, and built my own online knife empire.
What if the truth destroys our economy?
This is the beast. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. $75,000 feet. 75,000 feet, no stars. How's that possible? They're 12 miles high. They're at the same height as Concorde. In fact, Concorde's a beautiful picture. Where is it? Concorde highest. That's the picture I'm looking for. There you go. And this is why they took Concorde down, because it flew twice the height of any other plane. It would have shown the flat Earth for exactly what it is. But most importantly, when you wasn't taking a picture of the sun from this side, where the moon is, or wherever it is, you would see that there were no stars in space. And that's from Concorde. And there's plenty of pictures like this showing Concorde in blackness with no stars. They don't exist. I can understand from looking at the sun that you can't see the stars behind them, just like in daylight. You can only see the brightest star, Venus. I could understand that. But those balloon cameras that go up and spin around show you the direction of the sun, and then the camera spins the opposite way. And on the opposite side, I'd expect to see stars. But they're not there. Unless somehow the sun drowns out all the stars because it's a bright light when you get up there. But it doesn't, because the sun only covers half the earth. You should know this as a flat earther. The sun only lights part of the earth. The rest of it is nighttime. So I should be able to see hundreds, if not thousands, of stars. Right, so if they're made of light, why can't I see them? I have one answer, a Chinese mirror. That's what Jimbo said the moon is, Chinese mirror. And that's how it shows months, fractions of itself. Chinese mirror. Oops. Chinese mirror. So, Chinese mirror, this is one. It's just like a normal mirror, but when you shine light on it, whatever's behind it shows through it. I'll show you what it looks like. A little bit like that. There's something behind the mirror. But only when light shines on it, it changes. No, Chinese mirror magic trick. It's what Jimbo said. It's like this, and look at what they've painted on it, like sundials and all the stars. So when it's hit at a certain angle, a Chinese mirror shows what's on the back of it, not the front of it. So the sun and the moon could be a mirror, and whatever's behind it could be the light source, whatever it is. I don't know. It's a good question. Jimbo brought it up a long time ago. You have to go study it, how it works. It's funny you used Jesus Christ on that one. But it could be that. That could be exactly how the stars work, Ed Musson, the way a Chinese mirror works. But it's the opposite, because it's when the light shines on it, you see it. So when I got up to space, if it was a Chinese mirror I was looking at, the light would have to be shining on it for me to see the star itself, which makes no sense because it's utter blackness in all those pictures. So, as far as I'm concerned, there are no stars. Anybody who wants to talk astrology to you and witchcraft like that, well, it's up to you if you listen to him. You know, Jesus warned you against it. But at the end of the day, you cannot see. Look at this. Look how it reflects. Fantastic. Chinese mirror. And it looks like a star. Do you agree? That does look like a star. Like a disco ball. The light hits it and it reflects onto the firmament. That makes sense to me. But if it's attached to the firmament, then how come I can't see it once I get up to 6 miles high? And then thereafter, 12 miles high, I should definitely be able to see it because I'm in utter space. But there you go. That's the only answer I could give you as to how they're working, because that does look like, it does look like a P900 star shot. That's what stars look like through. They kind of pulsate as well, which is either the airwaves in front of the star itself, whatever you're looking at, the light source, or it's in water. It's one or two. But air is water. At long range, everything looks like it's underwater, doesn't it? Scooby-Doo style. So, there you go. Where was I anyway? What put me off? I don't know. No, that's it. Right, let's go back to the start here. Doris Dragovic. How did he end up from Dragovic doing a massive flat earth rant? Yeah, there's no gates. We're leaving. Oh, maybe one there. Dang it, wrong angle. It's a good shot as well. There's another one. Dang it, I still can't see it. Your girlfriend's mincing there though, look. That's not him. That's not him. That's someone else. Mask. Gutted. There's no gates. We're leaving. Doris Dragovic. No gates. I'll tell you what. I'll put street in there for you, Luke, and see if it's there. We're done. There's no gates. See you later. Next. Romy Schneider, German-French actress known professionally as Romy Schneider, is regarded as one of the great. It's funny because I've never heard of her. Is that him? Massive far part eyes, thick brow bone, overhanging the skull, wide ass cheekbones. That's a big hand. Oh, that is a big hand. Sid the Sloth eyes. That's a thick brow bone right there. Like doorstop bread. It's a bit small. I'm seeing Brooke Shields. I'll take that as your 50-50 gate shopping. I know they use stupid calendars, Agent D, and all this nonsense. Are you there, Sydney? It's bollocks. If I can't see the stars at 6 miles up, then they don't exist. It's something else. Stars must be something else other than they've told me. It's a shame I can't see those shoes. Oh, we got you there though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 gates there. 1, 2. I'll take those. I'll take that one. Go back 1 second. I'll take that one as well. Save image. Let's go back another one because there was more of them. There it is. 3. It's knees together versus knees apart. That's how subtle it is. It's literally how subtle it is. Men's legs stay straight, the knees stay together. Women's create a diamond, the knees have to open. Sorry. Well, you're gonna have to prove to me they do exist, because as far as I'm concerned, you're talking codswallop. If I can't see them stars when I go up in space, stair fail, game over. If I can't see the stars in space, then they don't exist. It's that simple. Sun and moon exist because they're up there, but the stars don't exist. That's why they can't show. I don't care if it's CGI, they still can't show them because they don't exist. That's it. 5 gates. What's that? 5 gates. Downloads. 1 second. Desktop. No, I ain't got downloads open. 1 second. Open. Right click. Downloads. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates. I just need your face. That one will do. I like that one as well now. No, I like that one. I'll take that one. Save image. We're done. What's his name? Romy Schneider. Fails forensics. It's that simple. Slavko Sobin. Numerology is real though. Not talking about the one where they type in random words incorrectly. Numerologies? What do you mean? You mean like the Fibonacci spiral and stuff like that? Or do you mean... You don't mean Shimatria, do you? That's a long-faced woman. Soft drooping eyes, high set, small ears, pink lips. Images. I'll take that as your face. Rounded eye sockets, high set ears, pink lips, no cheekbones, flat forehead, no brow bone. I can't see your neck and your trachea, but I know it's not there. I think the only star that can be seen, and it's only at low levels, is Venus. The brightest one. I think that's the only one that can be seen. When I was a flat earther, there was an Irish person. I don't know. Do you know what? It's probably a woman. I don't know. But I did know. At the time, I just knew they was pulling my leg. You know, they was winding me up. Because I was saying, you can't see stars from an airplane. I kept saying it over and over and again. And this person from Ireland went on a plane on holiday and showed me one star. One star! One star. Not the fucking night sky full of them. Bearing in mind, right, once you get up there, Milky Way from Earth. Once you get up there, there's this big streak of stars up there called the Milky Way. There's this big... It's not just a cluster, it's a galaxy. It's an absolute galaxy full of stars, right? You're telling me all of this, these millions upon millions of stars, and there are millions upon millions of them, there are, look. You're telling me that all these millions of stars just evaporate the minute I go 6 miles up. If I'm getting closer to something, it should be clearer. No, not Polaris. You can't even see Polaris. None of them balloon videos show Polaris. Not a single one of them show Polaris. So, you got to explain to me where the stars are in space. They don't exist in NASA photos, only fake ones, where they fake the stars. You can only see the Milky Way from Earth. The minute you go up to space, you'd think this would look glorious, wouldn't it? It would look absolutely awesome to look at closer up. The closer you get to it, the bigger it gets, the clearer you can see things. On the grand scale of what they're saying the distance is from the Milky Way to Earth, which is bollocks, 12 miles wouldn't make much of a difference, you wouldn't think. But I'm talking about the clarity of air density. Once you get up past the air, everything becomes clearer. It does. So, you got to explain to me why in all these pictures, look, we are here. Yeah, I know it's bollocks. But when you're on Earth, you can see millions upon... only in the right place. I never get to see this. This is on the equator, right? You see this on the equator. And the southern Americas. You get to see this. The Milky Way. But the minute I get up above these mountains, the sky turns black and I can no longer see any of this. I can never see any of it. But I can see it from Earth. Which means it's a visual illusion, doesn't it? It's got to be. It has to be a visual illusion that can only be seen from the perspective of the flat Earth. Because we're on a flat plane. Once I get up above a certain height, all of this beauty, this grandeur, this glory, this colour is gone. Not only can I not see this, I can't even see the normal stars. And even where I am, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look like this, but I do see a lot of stars. Not to this magnitude. The sky. I've never looked up at the night sky in England and seen that. I don't know how many English people are here, but have you ever looked up from England and seen that in the night sky? I've never seen the Milky Way from England. The sky is peppered with stars, but not to that magnitude of colour and glory. God said he put them there for signs and seasons, nothing more. He doesn't explain what the stars are. He explains what the sun and moon is, a great source of light for the day and a lesser source for the night. He explains it. But he doesn't explain the stars. He just says they're there for signs and seasons. Right here at the, what do they call this? The Bolivian salt flats. How can you get a specular resolution like that? A mirror image is what I'm talking about. How can you get a specular image like that, as above, so below, if the Earth's not flat? If this water was bending, there's no way I could get that perfect circle. If the water was bending, it's going to skew my perspective. So if you do believe in stars, you're going to have to prove them to me, because they don't exist. The minute I get to space and I look at any pictures, moon in space, unless it's a faked one like that, stars everywhere. This is what we take from Earth, and there's no stars around it. And it's true. Even from Earth, it can happen that you don't get them. Every single picture that they show us shows that there are no stars in space. I can't remember what the reason for it was when NASA said when they went to the moon they can't see stars. I can't remember what their reason, what their bullshit reasoning. But they do not show you stars in space. I know it's CGI, it doesn't matter. Because all the real videos, like this one, they also show you that there's no stars in space. The minute you get up there, there were no... Even when they went to the moon... Oh, they've added some in that one. Even when they went to the moon, there's no stars. Oh, they've added it in that one as well. Oh, that's why they're not proper moon landing pictures. There we go. So when looking from the moon into space, I know it's a TV studio. Before you even tell me, I know it's a TV studio, but they show no stars in space on all their pictures. They show no stars. Why? Why is the moon grey? It's a light source. It glows. The moon literally glows white. It lights up the night sky and the earth below it. It lights it up, not to the sun's density, but it is a light source. So you got to explain to me why the moon is grey. Why is it lit up? It should be bright. I shouldn't even be able to see the earth. You shouldn't be able to take a picture of Earth from the moon because it would be glowing. I'd be surrounded by bright light. But it doesn't matter whether it's a NASA picture or an amateur balloon that goes to space. And remember, they've got the best telescopes that they can put up there. The most money spent on telescopes is spent. And the minute you get up there, there's nothing to see except the sun and the moon. Like when watching Buzz, Neil and Collins come back from the moon. And the question they asked them, what stars did you see? And one of them said, oh, I could see stars. And the other one interrupted, no. We couldn't see any stars, remember? The reason, and it's a simple answer, boys and girls, the reason they can't put stars in space is because some nerd on Earth, some astrologer who believes in space and stars, is going to know the exact trajectory and parabolic movement of each and every star. And NASA will put a load of fake stars up there, and this nerd on Earth is going to say, well, from my telescope, I'm looking up at the moon, and I can see that Venus is in the top right-hand corner, when actually Venus is on the other side of the Earth and should not be in the view. That's why they don't put stars in space, proper ones, or try and mimic stars in space, because they'd get it wrong. Some nerd on Earth would do a trigonometry maths degree, whatever. He'd just draw a few straight lines and say, that star's in the wrong place. And then you'd have this great big debate about the stars again. It's a joke. Everything is an absolute. The sun lights the moon from this side here, look, yeah? And you only get a full moon at night time there when it's on the other side of the earth, according to their maths. You can only get a full moon at night time, because in daytime, look, this is daytime. If you was on the earth here in daylight, looking towards the sun, you cannot see a full moon or anything close after a quarter moon, half moon. Anything after a half moon, you cannot see unless it's in darkness. But if you put full moon, daylight into that picture. Oh, look! A full moon in daylight. How's that possible? How can I get a full moon in daylight if I can only see a full moon at night? Because the sun is shining on it, which means the sun is on the other side. 180 degrees opposite this has got to be the sun. So, how is the sun lighting the moon in daylight? Put your answers on a postcard. I don't really give a shite. You've seen it many times. Almost a full moon in daylight, look. Almost a full moon in daylight. Explain to me, Globies. Because that picture there says I can only get a full moon when the sun is looking directly at the moon in night time. I have to be on the dark side of the earth looking parallel to the moon to see a full moon with the sun beating. This is the bit that gets me. How does the sunlight light the earth but then not light all the darkness? It just forgets about all this, yeah? The sunlight comes all the way to the earth. You can't see the sunlight light in space. It's just nonsense. Every single satellite picture is bullshit. All they have to do is turn one of these satellites around and take pictures of the stars. That's all they have to do. But they can't even do that. They can't even turn Hubble around to have a look at Earth. Look at the stars that are closest to Earth. The only time you'll see stars is when they've faked it like this. Proper CGI mass. Like that. Absolute tosh. Because every other image looks like... Well, that one's got them in. Every other image looks like that. There are no stars in space. You can't prove it to me. No one can. That's scriptural new moon day. Day one next morning. Count your days. Yes, hello Vicky. New moon. We get a new moon every Monday. Every 4 Mondays we get a new moon. 27.2 days is what it takes for the shadow of the moon to go round, become full and then disappear. The moon literally disappears for 3 days. NASA can't tell you where it goes. They can't even show you it. But the moon disappears at 27.2 days. That is the ovulation of most women that they don't understand. Because they took out a month and misplaced the Mondays. In reality, you get your period, your menstrual cycle, moonstrual cycle. It's a moonstrual cycle. It's not menstrual. It's got nothing to do with men. Men give you babies, I agree, but it shouldn't be a menstrual cycle because it's the moon that regulates your ovulation, your ovulation. Yes? So it's a moonstrual cycle that women work off. And because you don't time it to 27.2 days, sometimes you say, I should be having my period now, but I'm not having my period. It's because they've messed the moons up. The moons. They've messed it up. The moon exists and it has something to do with women's ovulation. I'm sure it does. It's gut instinct. The sun exists. I can see it. But the minute I go up in an amateur balloon, the stars are gone. Literally gone. Even when you take a picture of the moon from Earth, you're missing stars. This one's got to be one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen in my life. There's the moon passing the Earth from 1,000,000 miles away. That's 1,000,000 miles away. That's 250,000 miles between the Earth and the moon, and the camera is 1,000,000 miles away. Is that right? This has got to be one of the crappiest animations I've ever seen in my life. And it is one of the crappiest animations. And the best part of it is, yet again, Edmundson, there are no stars in space. They can never show us it. They can CGI them in. But then they say to the people, yeah, we CGI'd them in. Because you can't see stars in space. Why? Why can I not see stars in space? The moon from space. Astronaut takes a gorgeous picture. Flat as a pancake. The Earth's flat as a pancake. The sun is over here somewhere, look, according to the light source. We're in night time because we're in the Terminator. There's the Terminator line, look. Right there, there's the Terminator line between day and night. I'm in night time. There's the moon being lit by the sun, apparently. Where are my stars? Should it not be dotted, especially when going away from the sun over here? I should be able to see stars, but I never can. Every single flat earth video that shows space, truly shows space, shows it empty and void. Just blackness. And the moon apparently rolls up like a Venetian blind at a certain point. But again, I think that's due to perspective. If you've ever seen the video where the moon folds up, it gets thinner. It gets thinner and thinner in the video. This might even be it. It starts like that, but as it gets lower, the bottom of it flattens out and kind of rolls up. And I think that is exactly the same thing with the stars, but at a lower level. So you'd have to get above the moon for it to disappear. Does that make sense? And they don't. The moon's at eye level, look. They never get above it because the balloon pops. But the truth is this. There are no stars in space. Space doesn't exist, so how can the stars exist? Talks about the stars in Revelation. What, the stars falling from heaven? You mean that scripture? The stars will fall from heaven. Well, Lord Stephen told me the stars are no bigger than a grain of sand. Apart from the wandering stars, they're meant to be full of chemicals, and it's them that are going to spill on the earth. But that's concave bollocks. According to scripture, stars will fall from heaven. I don't know what that means. I've got no idea what it means. But the stars are nothing as far as I'm concerned. He said he put them there for signs and seasons. That's it. Whatever they are. The moon and the sun have a different job. The sun feeds all plants and gives life on Earth. And I believe the moon has the opposite effect. And it rots. The way Jimbo said. I've got a feeling it does. It's a different light source. It's not the same as the sun, is it? But I've said this all along. I don't give a rat's ass about the sun, the moon, or the stars. I couldn't give a rat's ass for none of it. It's all bollocks. This is how these flip-flops made me believe in space. By making me believe that this is a rock and it's 250,000 miles from me. And the sun lights a rock. This is all magical deceit. You know, using a magician's trick to fool me. The moon shows us hours. Yes, it does. It shows the quarterly weeks, and it shows the months, and the stars show the season that you're in. How can you see day, blue sky through the other side if it's unlit? Yeah, I agree. One guy showed a white saucer in blue water, in like blue painty water, a white plate, and he drops the plate into the bucket of water and then raises the plate up a bit and then kind of rolls the plate in his fingers. So the water only covers a bit of the plate. You understand what I'm saying, Vicky? The water only covers a bit of the plate, and he shows how, if it's water that's doing it, would cover up the moon, but the moon would dip out the water, if you know what I mean, what it's in. I've got no idea. There are a lot of different theories about what the moon is and what it's doing and how it does it. For me, I see the sun and moon as an anode and a cathode, which is why we've got cathedrals. I see them as an anode and a cathode, creating magnetism and electricity, the lightning that's in the sky. It all comes from these two sources, whether they're interacting with each other or not. They're both in salt water as well, right? Well, they should be. If the fountains of the deep bring up water and we're underwater, I'd say that the water around us would be salty, but I'm not sure. I can't be sure of that. But you've got to ask yourself the question: where are the stars in space? If you believe in them, I'm talking to everyone that believes in them, not just Edmondson. If you believe in stars, where are they? You can't show me them. Nobody can. I've looked at this subject for 10 years. I was a flat earther for 6 years. I studied every subject you can in flat earth. And the one thing that the Globers never could answer is why I cannot see stars in space. Sometimes you can't even see them from Earth, look. They have to fake it like that to make you believe it. A real picture very rarely contains stars. Sometimes you see Venus or whatever passing behind it. And have you ever seen stars through the moon? Has anybody seen stars through the moon? Just like with the blue sky, Vicky, that you just mentioned, you got to explain to me how we see stars through the dark side of the moon. This was one of the most weirdest things I've ever seen in my life with a P900. When I first got a P900, I went and saw a new moon rising. For the first time, I'd never seen a new moon. I'm kidding you not. When it came up like this, it wasn't as thick as that. It was just a slither. It was literally like the Turkish flag, the Muslim flag with the crescent moon. That's what it looked like, just a slither of the moon. And that's where they get there. Let me show you. Crescent moon. There. The Turkish flag looks something like this, right? Is it that? But they're showing you stars through the crescent moon, right? That's what they're showing you. There's your crescent moon, and they are literally putting it in your face, look. You can see stars through the moon. Oh, is that showing? I've pulled that picture out. Bollocks, sorry. 1 second. There you go. They're literally showing you a crescent moon, look. And the stars are visible in the darkness of the moon. Same here, look. They're showing you it again. They love to mock you as children. And it's on the Turkish Muslim flag, just like that. A star through the darkness of the moon, because that's a crescent moon. This has got to be solid. You're seeing a star through it. Let's go back. How are we seeing stars through the moon? There's quite a few pictures like this where it shows you stars through the moon. There's another one. This has got to be one of the most famous ones. Oh, it's not showing it. Where is it? Occultation of Mars. It's not what I'm looking for. See, they've taken down all these pictures as well. There's a real good one. There it is. What? Explain to me, if that's a crescent moon, a new moon, how I can see a star through the darkness. Because if I follow the circle of that crescent, the moon is absolutely huge. How am I seeing that star through the dark side of the moon? And that is exactly why they put it on that flag, to mock you, that you don't pay attention. You've probably never even seen a moonbow, right? A rainbow round the moon, a moonbow. I've seen all sorts of things be sent when I became a flat earther, because I started to pay attention to things. I started to understand things better. And the one thing that still gets me, if I can see stars through the moon, and I can, then how is the dark side of the moon solid? This is what I'm talking about. The brand new moon. This new moon right there. Go and watch that on a moonrise. Watch a moonrise. If you've never seen a moonrise, you got to get up early for them, because it's going to be dark when you see it. You don't want a moonrise in the day. You want a moonrise at night on a new moon. Find the next new moon that's going to... And I dare you to get up and go and watch it. You'll be amazed. It looks like an eclipse. When I first saw it, I was like, what? That's the sun. I was looking in my head as a flat earther. I'm going, that is the sun. That's not the moon. Why can I only see a tiny bit of the sun? That's what was going through my head. How can I only see a little bit of the sun? And then it took 5 minutes for my eyes to regulate and realise it was the moon I was looking at. Because I'd never seen a moonrise. Do you mean to tell me that when you point your P900 to the sky at night, you don't see stars? Yeah. You're absolutely trolling me. I know you are. You're going to get booted. I'm telling you. Testing my patience. Stars at night. Stars at night. We've just been through this. And we're still going through it. So, where I live, it doesn't look like that. There aren't billions for me to look at. The night sky from England shows a lot less stars. A lot less. peppered, rather than absolutely adorning everything. So if I zoom in on a single star, and we've been through this as well, if where I live, it does not look like this. It does not look like that. That's what the Milky Way looks like on the equator. That's what it looks like when you zoom in on the equator, where the Milky Way is. Stars at night, UK. Dum, 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 dum. Stars at night, UK. Orion's belt, by the look of it, just there, look. I can see pepperins of them. But the minute I zoom in on a star, any star with a P900, the minute I zoom in on a star, the only thing I can see is that star. Just like with the moon picture I just showed you. When you zoom in on the moon, you can't see any stars. It doesn't matter whether I'm on Earth or in space. I can't see any stars, which is an impossibility, right? If I zoom in on the moon, I should be able to see all the stars behind it like that, but I don't. That's CGI. And when I zoom in on a star, I should be able to see all the stars behind it, but I don't. I only see the star I'm zooming in on. From Earth. The minute I go up, Cornwall's further down, nearer the equator, I'll see stars like I've never seen before. Agreed. But the minute I zoom in on them, like, right, this person has zoomed in on the moon from an airplane or a balloon or whatever. Where is this universe of stars? Where's the Milky Way? Where's all them stars? Tell me. When I zoom in on a single star or moon, all the other stars disappear. Even with a P900. There are no stars in space. If I zoom in on that moon, I should be able to see behind the moon millions and millions of stars. When I zoom in on the moon, I should get a perspective of stars behind it. But I don't. I just get black sky. Here and there, I can see stars through the moon. Here and there, very rarely. And it has to be certain stars like Venus or the other one. Mercury. The two closest ones. And that's the other thing with Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus are the closest to the moon. It goes Mercury, Venus, Earth. Right? They circle the sun, right? Mercury, let's show you properly. There you go. There's Earth. That circle is Mercury and that circle is Venus. Got it? As we've just shown you, that's the better picture to do it with. Right, there you go. There's Earth and there's the moon. Mars being the fourth and Jupiter, Saturn, blah, blah, blah. We're just looking at these two. As you can see, the circle of the Mercury is the closest, or Venus is the closest, and then Venus is the second one, whichever one it is, I don't care. And then Earth comes third, right? Daylight can only be seen on Earth if the sun is looking at it. On the other side of Earth, over here where the moon is, it's night time. So just divide that straight down the middle, and anything on that side of the Earth is night time. You got it? Night time? There's night time. Tell me, how do I see Venus and Mercury at night time? I'll take any answers you want, because those two circles would have to be where Mars or Jupiter and Saturn or Neptune and Uranus and whatever, those two planets have to go into these circles nighttime. You understand what I'm saying, right? It has to be in nighttime for me to see them. How do I see Venus and Mercury at nighttime when neither of their trajectories, their circles, are on the other side of the Earth where nighttime is? You can put your answers on the postcard. Explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old, like I just did this to you. Night and day. This side is sunny. There's the sun. There's daytime on Earth. And this side of the Earth is nighttime. Tell me, how do I see Venus and Mercury in the night sky when neither of them come into that field of view? Bam, 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 bam. Answers. They don't circle the sun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's big. They go round in a circle with the sun. The wandering stars have got their own trajectories. But all the other stars, folks, I want you to pay attention here. All the other stars, these ones, they move with the moon at 2,000 miles an hour. The sun moves at 1,000 miles an hour, like the wandering stars. But the moon moves with the stars. Watch the stars move with the moon. You'll see them. They're all moving the same speed, apart from the wandering stars, which are the ones which pass into the moon, which give us stars through the moon. So everything is going around our head in circles. The sun spirals in and outwards. If this was the Earth, the sun moves inward for summer and then goes back out to Australia for the winter, for their summer. And it's spiraling around me. Everything else, the moon and the stars would be turning at 2,000 miles an hour. The sun and the wandering stars move at 1,000, which is why they've got different trajectories compared to the rest of the stars' seasons. That's why all the seasons come in at the same time, but you can see Mercury and Venus at night time, even though on a ball you shouldn't be able to, because Venus and Mercury are on this side of Earth and they never pass onto the other side of the Earth into the night sky where you could see them. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. But the way they prove their ball Earth to you is through NASA and the stars and everything else they've mocked you with. But when you look at their pictures, that one's been edited. That one too. It's got stars in it. Where's the ones without? That one's got none, right? There you go. Oh, it's got a couple. Still been edited. Where's... Oh, they're all edited. There you go. Was that one? They've vanished again, look. But my point is this. If I zoom in onto the moon, I should be able to see the universe of stars behind it. If I zoom in on the Earth like this, I should be able to see stars all around me. Even from Earth, when I stand on Earth and zoom in on the moon, I should be able to see a multitude of stars around the moon. And I can't. Even from Earth. No, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm asking, how can I see Venus and Mercury on the dark side of the Earth? If the sun is lighting the Earth and I see Venus and Mercury on this side of the Earth, how is that possible when Venus and Mercury never come past this side of the Earth because they're on the inside of the Earth nearer the sun? You understand? If this is the sunlight here lighting the moon and the Earth, and Venus and Mercury are in between the moon and the sun, then how do Venus and Mercury pass the Earth into the Mars planetary system circle, whatever, orbit? It's bollocks. If I zoom in on the moon from Earth, I get no stars around it, and that is from Earth. Real pictures, not in space, simple as. Stars are heavenly hosts, quite possibly angels. It could be. I agree. My husband sails in the middle of the Great Lakes. He said it's pitch black. Can't see his hand in front of his face. Don't see the moon or stars. I agree, Jamie. I've been out fishing. Don't get me wrong, you can see stars at night. But in England, it's nothing like where the equator is. When I went to Spain and I looked up at the night sky, I was in awe. I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw the Milky Way, I was just like, Oh my gosh! I've never seen out like it because you don't see it from England. I'm too far away to see it. But the question is, when I zoom in on a star or a planet, where is the rest of the universe that is behind that star? Where is it? Where is it? It doesn't exist. When I zoom in on Earth, I should see a multitude of stars in the darkness around it. They'll say, no, the Earth's light stopping you from seeing the stars. Shut up! Full of shite. As far as I'm concerned, and this is the truth, boys and girls, you cannot see stars in space. They fake pictures like this. But every picture they've taken from the moon, I know it's fake. They show it with no stars. They always have. When they show the space station, it should be surrounded in 40,000 satellites, but it's not. Where are all the satellites? Right, forget the stars. Where are all the satellites? When I zoom in on the moon. When I zoom in on the moon, where are the satellites? There should be loads of satellites, thousands of them buzzing past the moon and the other planets. There should be satellites whizzing everywhere, but they're not. And that's the greatest part of understanding the truth. The lie falls apart at every angle. Every single angle. I will agree there is a moon. I will agree there is a sun. But the stars, I do not agree on because I can't see them. They have to fake it like this for me to see stars in space. All the other pictures show no stars. It's impossible. When I zoom in on the moon with a P900, I should be able to see stars all around it, and I don't. All I capture is that image there. So if satellites did exist, I should be able to see them passing in front of the moon. I should see them passing in front of the Earth. But I don't. I'm not crazy. I wish I was crazy. It'd explain all this nonsense, wouldn't it? But common sense is what prevails. They tell you that they can zoom in on the moon and show you the landing sites from Earth. Nonsense. There isn't a single camera in the world that can see 250,000 miles. There isn't a camera on Earth that can see 1,000 miles. Everything's a lie. I don't believe everything I see and read. I just, I discern the truth for myself. God said, don't put your faith in man, put it in him. So I do. I put it straight into God. Suggestion, focus on the star with your naked eye and then point your cam and zoom in. Yeah. And then I'm still not going to see all the other stars behind it. You're not paying attention in class. If I zoom in on one of these single stars, the sky behind it should still look like this picture. Just because I'm zooming in on one, when I zoom in on one, more should come into focus. Just like with the ship. When you can't see a ship on the horizon, you zoom in and there's a ship. When I zoom in on this star, I should be able to see billions of stars behind it. And I can't. And on that bombshell, boys and girls, that P900 bombshell, I'm off to play some Call of Duty. Just remember, God loves you. And whatever the truth is about this world, you're going to have to discern it for yourself. Let no man deceive you. In a court of law, my evidence proves that there are no stars in space, Edmundson. Just like with forensics. I can take you to court, Edmundson, and show everyone there are no stars in space when I zoom in on a star, on the moon, or anything. You cannot do the opposite. Just like they cannot stop me from proving that they're flip-flops. Think about it, Edmundson. Right, I'm off to bed. I'm off to play Call of Duty. Just remember, God loves you. He thinks you're amazing. He wants you to know that you were born in an inverted, upside-down, tipsy, topsy-turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. Good night. God bless. And goodbye. Sweet dreams to all of you. Come on, Marlo. Let's go and make a cup of tea.